These 3 drinks remove fat from your liver, plus accelerate fat loss. Very simple drinks on a daily basis, incredibly powerful at helping out your hardest working organ and melting fat away. It is so simple what you're about to see that can so easily get into your regimen and make a massive, massive difference. Let's dive into it. Talking liver, hardest working organ in the body. It filters out 250 gallons of blood every day, and it's charged with removing toxins from the body, cleanse the body, detoxing it from the chemicals that we eat, from the chemicals we put on our skin, to the ones that we breathe in and use in our house. The liver is this sneaky, one of the main areas that the body stores fat. When it can't store it elsewhere in the body, it stores it in the liver. And oftentimes it's storing toxins. In fact, when you release fat from your system and you burn it up, which is the goal that you probably have for watching this video, you release 280% more toxins into your bloodstream. A lot of those coming from the liver. Your liver's job is to clean all of those up. So if we want to lose weight, we have to support this organ, because as we lose weight, we're going to produce even more toxins, and we need it working for us so that it doesn't get more bogged down and then just have that rebounding effect that so many people have when they lose 10 pounds and put it right back on. How do we avoid that? Well, these drinks are going to help unlock it. So when you eat, your body's metabolism is cranking up and it needs to get the energy from the food, okay? Now, if there's excess food, we store it as fat. And your fat cells can actually swell 3 times their size. They start as a normal size cell and they can swell up. And so this is kind of a warning sign of having a toxic liver, is you're getting that swelling feeling, right? Whether it's cortisol face that you might have, sugar face that you might have going on, excess around the midsection of the thighs, it almost feels like you're swollen in some regards. That's those fat cells creating that swollen feeling. And it's because the more and more food that we eat, the more and more energy that we have to try to deal with. And there's an overwhelm of it, which leads to more and more swelling, because those fat cells swell, they get bigger and bigger. But now the body can't store any more fat. It's got to store it in the liver. If you aren't burning fat and burning up your energy as fast as you're eating it, the liver builds that up, it overloads, and it tries to store the excess fat. But when it's storing excess fat, it can't detoxify. So your liver is taking on all this excess. So overconsumption is the main cause of this. And now your liver can get 3 times bigger than itself. You have an organ in your body that can get 3 times bigger. Typically what you're going to see there is triglycerides are going up. You might have discomfort, especially under like the rib cage, or maybe it radiates back around to your scapulas, that radiating pain. Poor energy just goes down, itchy skins, blemishes and red spots on the skin, swelling, of course, circulation issues in the body. These are some of the warning signs. You can check out my other videos on knowing exactly the top 10 warning signs and what you can start to do about it. The good news is the liver is extremely regenerative. You could cut out part of your liver and it would regrow. You could cut part of it, like half of it, take it out, and it would regrow. What other part of your body does it? Like, can we get one of those for, like, skin? How do we get that to regrow, right? How do we get, there's a lot of cosmetic people that would love to have that regrow. The liver can actually do it. So how can we go about helping this process to regenerate, to reverse, to avoid the toxins in the body, and ultimately melt away, burn away fat? 3 drinks get this done. Number 1, crazy simple, hugely underrated. One thing you could add to it to make it even more effective. Water. Gotta get enough water in. We need clean sources of water. Too many people drinking tap water, too many people drinking water out of water bottles. Microchemicals are in there. You can't see them, but those are all ending up in your body. And guess who has to deal with that? The liver. And when the liver's not working, are you burning fat? Nope, you're storing it. So with the bombardment of chemicals, that's what we need to pay attention to, is just clean water. Now, enough of it. When you're dehydrated, the liver can't function the way that it's supposed to. We don't have proper circulation. Remember, it's responsible for filtering out 250 gallons of blood every single day. When that blood volume is less and there's less liquidity in there to deal with, it can't do its job very well. So water, adding in from a clean filtered source. Step number 1, now there's multiple parts to this. Pay attention to these, okay? Number 1 main mechanism of water, you're gonna feel more full. Half your body weight in ounces is a great place to start. It's not the end all be all for every single person, but if you weigh 150 pounds, try drinking 75 ounces of water a day to get started. Now, you might not stay that way forever. You kind of gotta listen to your body, but I think a lot of us aren't drinking enough. That's going to help you feel more full, which means you eat less. And if we can control overeating, that means less fat in the liver. Now, drinking cooler water could be an advantage for you. On the cooler side, it activates fat burning because the body has to spend energy to heat the water up. So there could be up to a 30% increase in fat burning just by getting enough water into the system and having it be a little bit cooler. Takes energy to warm it up. You want to burn off that excess energy, not have it stored in your liver. Now, to really help enhance you drinking more and help your liver, add lemon to it. Lemon is fantastic at one, helping you maybe drink a little bit more because it gives just a little bit of flavor into that water, gives you a little something, but it's fighting that dehydration because it's really going to start to crank up antioxidants in the body. That citrus fruit is loaded with antioxidants, which the liver loves, protecting the hardest working organ in your body with antioxidants. It actually helps restore and reverse liver damage. Number two, it helps increase bile flow and bile production, which is going to break down fat in your body. When you're breaking it down, you can get rid of it, you're not storing it. Number three, what lemon in the water does, it supports a normal inflammatory response, which is less achiness and pains in the joint because the liver is calming down. It's one of the main drivers of that inflammation that you're feeling. Number four, it balances your pH. When you're way more acidic, you're more prone to having a lot of uric acid type flare-ups, achy joints, stones building up in your body, whether it's in your gall or in your kidneys. We want that balance of pH, which is a state where your body can thrive, more alkaline. Number five, it helps support healthy liver enzymes, which are breaking down all those toxins in your body. So I love lemon for that perspective. And then number six, it helps to break down the calcification. So if we do have an imbalance of microbes, frequent UTIs, kidney stones, putting a lot of lemon in there is a way to start to counteract to break some of that down. So water, increase it. Half your body weight in ounces, add lemon. Your liver and your digestive tract love it. Let's go to drink number two, coffee. This is my favorite. That drink of a clean coffee, not one filled with pesticides or herbicides, organic coffee, ideally shade grown. So it gets a lot more of the nutrients and the benefit from what I'll talk about in a second, what the main one is, but it is stimulating thermogenesis. That is the burning of fat in your body. It's literally been shown to do this. It fires up excess fat burning. Now, what does it is chlorogenic acid. And this has been shown in studies that when people drink 4 cups or more of coffee a day, they have less body fat. In fact, there's a study out of the Journal of International Society of Sports Nutrition, and I really like this one because they were just looking at the performance of some athletes. They're going to have them work out in the morning, work out in the afternoon. They gave one group coffee for those times, and they wanted to test it in different times a day to see if that was messing with it. And then the other ones, they just gave a placebo. It was a triple blind study, actually, they ended up doing. Triple blind. That's gold standard. And they ingested this caffeine and ingested this coffee, okay? And they found that it increased maximal fat oxidation. What is that to you? Fat burning mode, independent of the time of day. No matter if they did it in the morning or if they did it in the afternoon, it increased that. Now, taking it in the afternoon might interrupt your sleep, so I like to take mine in the morning, but it is thermogenic. And it stimulates fat burning inside of your body. And the main place we want it to stimulate is in the liver. Now, coffee also will help to empty the digestive tract. So if you are feeling a bit more stuffed up, the filters aren't working as well, this will help to stimulate that gallbladder, the contraction of it, the breaking down of fats. It'll empty the stomach and have a nice bowel movement, especially early in the day. And it's almost one of those ghost poop bowel movements. And that just means that when you wipe, there's nothing to wipe because it helps to stimulate the gallbladder, or if you don't have one, right, the bile, to break the fat down, to exit it out the system and empty the stomach, and to move that food along really nicely so you're not straining to get it out, and then there's less pressure on the liver in order to help to detoxify you. Coffee, that's probably my favorite. Careful what you put in it. If you are going to do any kind of cream, it better be organic. We want to make sure that there's pesticide-free, herbicide-free. You can add in collagen to make collagen coffee. I even put a little bit of butter and coconut oil, some healthy fats in there to stimulate fat burning mode, not spike sugar burning mode, which is fat storage mode. And you can blend it up, and it's kind of like a latte. It's fantastic. So check that one out. Put a link for it, that recipe, and how to exactly do that below in a video. The third drink to help stimulate fat loss and aid your liver is green tea. So for non-coffee drinkers, okay, getting plenty of water in for all of us, gonna have some coffee, don't like coffee, try going to green tea. The extract of green tea has properties that activate fat burning mode in the body through brown fat, which burns up the toxic white fat, which is oftentimes some fat that's around our organs that can be really dangerous, especially the liver. When the liver is expanding and getting 3 times bigger, it is that white fat in there that is building up. Green tea activates brown fat that stimulates the degradation and the burning up of that white fat. So it burns up fat stores. So green tea, using the extract in a supplement form does work to help support healthy fat burning levels, or drink some green tea. Careful what you put in it. If you're putting in some of the dairy, you can emulsify the polyphenols that are inside the green tea. And so it's probably a little bit better to have it just by itself if you can do that, or maybe just a little bit of honey in there if you need a little bit of sweetness. But you're adding and introducing sugar at that point. So the more you can have it straight up, the better the benefits are going to be for it. Lots of antioxidants, lots of polyphenols, activating fat burning mode in the body, especially in the liver. Slurp those things up for your liver. Just, liver's going to love these. Increasing water, add lemon to it. Huge benefit. Add lemon to it. Introduce coffee. Up to 4 cups a day. You're stimulating fat burning mode, really helping the liver out, draining the gallbladder, draining the stomach, moving the bowels along, helping to detox. And number 3, green tea, packed with antioxidants, packed with fat burning mode. And you can either do it in the tea form or in the extract form. That might be a way to help get some of that in, even if you don't love the taste of green tea. Those 3 drinks help out your liver. Now, when we compare that with cutting out the crap that you're eating, a simple meal plan with these drinks can eliminate 43% or more of the fat in your liver in 2 weeks. Check that video out below right now on how exactly to implement that, and consider doing a liver cleanse. Put you into a challenge, help guide you through it, give you the steps and the nutrients that help to cleanse the liver so the health of it is better. You burn up the fat and reach your goals a lot faster. Check out those resources below. I'll be back with you soon.